and she turned up on an episode.
And here's awkward silence. There we go. Dixie Carter. Well, you'd think, judging by that picture, it would have been the other one.
Right.
But it was Dixie Carter.
Who's the other one?
Hal Holbrook.
Hal Holbrook, yeah.
He was married to Dixie Carter, passing away at age 70. She was, what was the show she was on?
Designing Women.
Designing Women, that's it.
Do we have the cast photo of Designing Women? No, I didn't do that. Okay, this was enough Dixie Carter, I guess.
Meinhard, rave me.
He was the...
Holding a certificate of death. Oh, come on now. You had to do that one.
Well, yeah, I had to do another one that's coming up in a few minutes. He was the coroner in the Land of Oz.
There he goes.
And here he was a little later in life.
Wait a minute, which one's the corpse and which one is it?
Poor guy was probably 80 here and forced to wear the coroner's outfit.
I did read the story about him, and he was very, oh, God! It's Jabba the Hutt!
He still has his little outfit on, though. It looks like the hat's a little more crumpled at the end. But,
This is just wrong. You could pull that guy's skin, make a facelift, and have enough flesh to make another person. But he was very open about that and enjoyed doing this, doing
kind of
these
thing?
reunions. Yeah, I read that.
he had to have been one of the last ones, Dave.
God, is he open the other eye? Oh man, that's God Almighty, aging is not good. Frank Frazetta, that was there you go. He did a lot of the illustrations for those creepy or those comic.
I think we have one coming up this
I
week.
had several of those comic books in that vein when because that's quite frankly those are some pretty hot drawings.
They are.
When you're 13 years old. But I did have some, and then there was a a documentary on him not too long ago, a few years back, about 2-3 years ago on IFC. Very good documentary about him and how he did all the drawings, and unfortunately suffered a stroke at one point a few years back and could no longer do any more drawings. But there you go. Oh, Biggie Head! I didn't know he had stomach cancer.
No.
I did not know that. My son is devastated.
Oh, he was a big Ronnie James Dio fan.
Well, not
I'm
really.
surprised he
But he knows
transcended today's youth.
Well, my son, he's into all that, and he looks back on some of those
The
oldies.
pioneers of heavy rock.
But I did not know he had cancer, and was a little shocked to see that name popping up on when I opened up the computer. And
He had one hit song, didn't he?
yeah, I think if
It wasn't Rainbow in the Dark. Was that Ozzy? No, what was
it
his
Run
one?
to the Hills or something like that? Was that his?
He had one song.
Was that Iron Maiden? Oh, that is Iron Maiden. That's right. That's Dickinson.
I know he had the one hit, but I can't recall. From the 80s.
I don't remember. Art Linkletter. He was not 1,912 years old,
No,
but that's when he was born.
that was when he was born. Anybody that can do the math.
98, Ed.
They should put the...
All right, that's not as bad as Meinhard Raven.
He held up fairly well
For that age,
Right.
98, that's pretty good. He still looks like a human, so that's good.
Sorta.
Oh, there's Gary Oldman.
That was how we like to remember him best, Dave, is
Right,
little Willis or whatever.
right. As opposed to a blithering, gyrating seizure mess at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, jeez.
Now, 2 out of those 3 are gone. One's a felon. Charlotte Ray still has that look on her face to this day. And Conrad Baines, who looked 80 back in those days, is still kicking.
It's funny, Rue McClanahan, who we just did, played his wife in Maud.
That is correct.
Isn't that an odd connection?
Wow.
Look, a couple of boobs, Dave.
Oh, man. I almost didn't notice him. Jeez, look at what do they got? Pants unzipped? Oh, look at it. It's Ed. And your beloved.
Yeah.
Towering over Gary Coleman.
That was 3 years ago at the Chiller Show in New Jersey. It's a delightful guy at that time, you know.
Dennis Hopper.
36, fairly young, right?
74 years old. Saw him when he got his star on the Walk of Fame, looking very frail, and then
Do you remember Blue Velvet, Dave?
Never saw it.
David Lynch, where he had to take sucks on the oxygen here.
He did a film recently, not too long ago, with I can't think of her name, but she was married, I think, to Spielberg.
Oh yes.
Oh.
I was going to mention
And
that.
his dangling participle was out.
Yeah, he was nude, full frontally
Full
nude.
frontal. So was she.
And she was,
And
too.
they're older at the time. There he is
Yeah.
in Speed with Sandra, America's Sweetheart Bullock.
And her new child. And rumors to be adopting another one in the... Oh, there, we didn't
There you
do
go.
Rue yet.
No, I didn't want
I'm
to say
sorry, I forgot. I was jumbled up.
that. Rue McClanahan suffered a stroke. The last Golden Girl alive is Betty White.
Yeah. Let's see, who the first one to go was the youngest, wasn't it? Who played
Estelle
the
Getty,
oldest.
right.
It was very confusing. Yeah, we have to get to our game board, Dave,
Let's get to our games, Ed.
over there. Because we haven't, I don't know if we've done one in a while. Let
You
me
get-
just
you get
walk
over there,
away.
right?
Well, there we go. I want a cutaway shot when I try to get up. What I want is we need our new matinee lady.
Well, do we have one?
Why, we have to run that ad again, I think.
Okay.
It's been a long time since we had an official matinee lady.
That's right. And you're not doing it for me.
No.
All right, here we go.
That
How
was
do we
a-
play this game, Ed?
Well, why don't you tell
Okay.
it, Dave?
I will. You pick, you send in your entry, you pick two numbers. Behind all the numbers are photos. Got to match photos with your two numbers you give us. And here's the person who's playing today. It is Sue Trainer, who is picking number 1 and number 3, Ed.
You know, that just gave me a good idea. Why don't you introduce the game in close-up while I struggle out of the chair with the cord and try and get over to the game board?
If you do that, and then we'll have to explain to everyone what that noise was when you fall down and trip over the wire.
Right.
But Sue Trainer has picked 1 and 3, Ed.
Okay.
Match it.
Here's 1.
It's Krista Lee.
Krista Lee.
And 3.
And 3. If we get a match with Krista Lee, she wins the free movie tickets, which are very...
Oh. I'm
Good
not saying
to have,
oh
right?
because it's a picture of me. But,
No.
which reminds me, I didn't color in the beard today.
Oh, no, Dave. And I forgot to print out some new pictures, too. It's a lot to do
Look at that. It
during
was
the week.
all up and down, Ed. It was horizontal.
Oh, it's the up and down with no
I mean
Krista-
vertical. Horizontal would be across.
no Krista Lee sandwich for us today, Dave.
Wow.
All right, June 22nd. We just missed June 19th, Dave.
June 19th.
That was a very memorable day.
I just want to do one thing.
Okay.
We have time. I'd like to know, does anyone remember, where are we, right here? Mr. Salty Pretzels, Ed? Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Why can't you find them anymore?
Are they still out there?
I don't know. Does anyone know if Mr. Salty Pretzels are still being sold? The big blue box, when I was growing up, I always buy Mr. Salty Pretzels. Do we not want to,
They're Nabisco, right?
they are Nabisco.
The name brands.
Do they not want to give away something called Mr. Salty?
Maybe
mean,
that's what it was.
Is that what it could be? I mean, it's got two meanings.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking more health
Right.
than what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm just. No, I was thinking that with the health.
right.
He probably went out with the salt and when Kentucky Fried Chicken went to KFC and.
Right.
But we love our salt
I love
now.
Mr.
Let's
Salty.
bring Mr. Salty back.
the big, the big blue box. When I was a kid, opening the box and then.
Could we have Mr. Salty Light now? Maybe he could have a lighter. What's he got? A sailor hat on? What is Mr.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is Mr. Salty?
Because it's Mr. Salty and he's a seaman.
And why is he a seaman, Dave, if he's a salty pretzel? I don't get the connection.
I don't know.
And why is his name Mister if he's a sailor? We'll see you next time.